Hello everyone, Frugal Panda here with a review of the landing in Shakopee, Minnesota. This is an area that's a historic area. It's an interpretation of 1800s River Valley, Minnesota River Valley life. So there's a ton of buildings here. They actually have costumed interpreters, certain festivals, certain events that they have here. This is, they recreated the village of Eagle Creek. They have a horse-drawn trolley here as well. They have music festivals and different types of demonstrations along this. It's really cool. We found it on accident. Honestly, we were in the area because we went to Paisley Park, which is not that far from here. So we went to like a thrift store, hung out for a little bit. This is near Minneapolis in St. Paul area. It's a city of about 47,000 people. So yeah, it's a fairly decent sized city. Went to a really cool thrift store in this area after Paisley Park. The people here were really nice. As far as the landing here in this area, this is all free. There's the river trail that you can actually take your dog. It's very dog friendly on the river trail around here as well. One thing advice I'd give you if you go in the summer or the warmer months, make sure you put bug spray on. We started to walk in there. We made it maybe barely into like the entrance area such as this, and then we turned around and went back and put bug spray on. The mosquitoes were pretty brutal until we put bug spray on. Once we put it on, I was never bit again. I got bit one time and that was enough, and I went back and then I never got bit again. They did we wore actually these, I might put a link in it, they're these little bands you wear that actually help keep mosquitoes and stuff away, and it worked, to be honest with you. So anyway, we're walking around. I didn't realize how big this was. This is actually really large recreation with all these buildings and all this stuff, well taken care of. I was really surprised, and all this was free actually too, so that was really cool too. We were just walking around, man. We were just burning time. We'd never been in this area. Things to do in this area, they have different things to do here, such as they have the casino. They do the Minnesota Renaissance Festival in this area. They have Valley Fair, which I guess is an amusement park, Canterbury Park, which has horse racing, and a casino too. There's the Mystic Lake Casino, and of course the landing here, which is they call it a living history museum. It wasn't a living history really museum today. It wasn't one. They weren't having an event, so there was no real costume and historical interpreters and stuff like that on this day. It was just a lazy day for us. We walked around. We saw very few people, a couple people. There are bathrooms here, by the way. There's a farm here too that had live animals, and I believe on this you could rent this for events too. It looks like you could. It's like right along the river as well, so I thought that was cool as well. So like I said, we were this was just a lazy day. We did the thing my wife wanted to do, which was go to Paisley Park and see Prince, where Prince lived, and all the stuff that he did there and the history of that building. So this was just a fun thing to find. We actually ended up stuffing a lot of things in this day, because I want to say we went here. We ended up at the Mall of America as well. The day was beautiful. It rained on and off here and there, but for the most part, it was a beautiful day. At first, on the way, I was hesitant in the beginning to go to Minnesota, and there's nothing wrong with Minnesota. It just didn't really interest me to go to the Midwest. I grew up in the Midwest, but I'm actually glad we went. Minnesota is a very wonderful city. Wonderful state, especially in the summertime. I'm not big into winters. I already live in Colorado, and we're blessed enough in Colorado that we get around 300 days of sunshine, including in the winter. So but in the summertime, I really liked it. I'm sure it's really pretty here in the fall as well. So I was actually glad we came here. Minneapolis was pretty cool too. Duluth was pretty cool. St. Paul seemed okay. I mean, there was nothing wrong with it. We just didn't spend a lot of time for me to say I really have an opinion of it. I would have been more interested in taking one of those Mississippi River boat rides, but we didn't have time at that point. You can walk right up to these. They're fully furnished. A lot of them, you can look in the windows and everything. They have caretakers here as well. I'm pretty sure I saw the caretakers sitting out and just hanging out and stuff. And they had porta potties there. Then they had other types of bathrooms as well. I can guarantee you, the kids that come down here, I mean, the people that live in this area, the school districts, this is, I'm sure, a blast to bring the kids to and teach them, like, living history and stuff. I can imagine being a child and coming here and seeing people dressed up like they're, the 1800s and talking like they're in the 1800s and stuff. I'm sure it's a great experience for them. It was a great experience for me. I did truly enjoy coming in here. It was free. It was really cool. It's well taken care of, everyone. This is well taken care of. This, whoever their historical society or the people in charge of this, they put a lot of love into this, you can tell. And I'm thankful for them that they did this, because I really did appreciate. I may never even come back. I may never come back to this area, and I'm glad I got to see this. So I thought that was really awesome. Also, I said you could reserve stuff. You can reserve, like, do parties here. So they do parties, they do weddings, private parties, schools, of course, and group tours here. So that you can. There's a lot of stuff you can do. I was just really surprised to see this here. It's been so long, and I've never seen one on this scale. Usually they're smaller type ones, but we have some in Colorado, but this is a very large scale. You'd have to actually go here to see, like, wow, they really built like a town, recreated a town for the most part. And I'm pretty sure there's like artifacts in this area and old buildings where they used to be as well. And if I didn't say, there are bathrooms here, so you don't have to worry about there's bathrooms. It lies along the river too, so don't worry about that. You get to see river, the river, and I'm pretty sure I saw people fishing here. Of course, this is Minnesota. There's tons of lakes, so there was lakes. You saw the ducks in the beginning, and I'm pretty sure I saw someone fishing. I did see someone walking the river walk with their dog, and like I said, they are dog friendly in this area. Now, I don't know about inside the landing. Someone else, you can chime in if they are. I'd almost say no, and the reason I would say no is because they have farm animals. There was a chicken or two here, or a rooster by itself, and dogs can be harassing and stuff. But the Riverwalk itself, I did read, was dog friendly. So, and like I said, there wasn't hardly any of us in there. We saw, me and my wife saw maybe 2 or 3 people while we were in here, and one was a caretaker, I'm pretty sure. Check out the schoolhouse. I'm pretty sure that's the schoolhouse right there. So what else was there? If I didn't mention, this is not that far outside of Minneapolis. There's some cute little cities. We drove around here and checked it out and stuff like that. We ate, I can't remember where we ate, but we had a little Mexican restaurant bar. It was okay. It was decent. When we were in the area, so there was nothing wrong with it. Everyone was polite. It was nice to have good customer service. So later on in the day, it would like storm really bad for like an hour, and then it just parted, and it was good. So as you can see, now we're walking into the farm area, and there was live animals in here. I don't have anything ill to say about this place. I think it's well kept. Like I said, I think people put a lot of love in taking care of this for, this generation, the next generation, and having things to entertain, people in the area and stuff. I'm sure it's really cool with the different stuff that they do here as well. And if I didn't mention, this is just me and my wife on this trip. Our son is 16 years old. He started a job, and he can drive on his own. So this is the first trip me and my wife have taken together in probably 24 or so years, or 20 some years, because of kids. All our kids are grown except for one, and he just stayed with his older brother, which is closer to where he works at, and stuff like that. So it was pretty chill for him. So we've never been on a vacation really by ourselves in a long time, if it wasn't like just one night or something. So we spent a week, both of us, doing stuff that we wanted to do here, and I thought that was really cool. The car we took for this trip was the Kia Sorento. We had a bike carrier on the back, and we took our regular bikes, regular gravel bikes. We didn't take e-bikes this time, so we just brought those. So we rode around. I didn't take any footage of us riding on gravel bikes. You can ride most people can ride a regular bike. You don't need to see me doing it either. But anyway, this was the landing, historical site. It's a good idea, everyone. Go check it out. Kudos to the people that take care of us. I think it's awesome. Check out my Amazon links. Go check out Minnesota. It's pretty cool.